Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hush for reading.
And all other configurations of beings. My name is Wolfstars, and I've got something a little special for you. Boy, howdy, let me tell you, a tale as true as blue, my balls. Ignore that last part kindly, if you please. Now this tale of woe and heart-wrenching what would be just like any other mushy-gushy intelligible garbage that you can see anywhere else.
Ignore that.
Except this story, excuse me. Harrowing journey of love is but different altogether. Let us journey now to the beginning, shall we? And by the beginning, I mean yesterday. Ahem.
Do you want me to be dark so you don't have to do it all? Okay, here we go. Dark or Darkiplier, as he was christened by some uncreative fucks over the internet, was with his ghastly plan in Dull Home. Ghastly plan in Dull Home, there we go. A very sad sight as he was a bit of a loner and very, 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 very frustrated sexually. But you see, Dark didn't get along well with people. He considered himself a man of the upscale type. Anyone else was either below him or considered a worthy opponent. Dark liked challenges, nothing that he couldn't solve, but friendly competition. And there was no fiercer competition. God damn it, turn that down.
Hello, everybody. My name is Darkiplier, and welcome to my brand new 400-part series on Goat Simulator.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
What are you doing?
Stop!
Sorry.
No!
It's okay, just put the remote down. Okay. There's no fiercer competition than the demon. Is he a demon? I'm just gonna assume yes, so. You're reading the next paragraph? It's filming.
Time is it? Lately? This one?
Yeah.
Lately, Dark had been having stroke cravings of intimacy ever since he met Anti. No one else got under his skin like he did, not once stimulated his intellect or challenged his authority. It is refreshing. Anti glanced over and caught Dark straining to turn his head. He smirked and thought it'd be in his best interest to antagonize this stressed and rigid man. Anti knew of Dark's sexual desires for him and felt the same way. He'd been alone for most of his life, forced into darkness, so having someone to tease him was a big ol' confidence booster for him. Like a fool, he smacked his ass, causing Dark to yelp in surprise like a little bitch. Anti's smile got wider. Something wrong? No, wait, more Irish. Something wrong?
That's an anti-impression. Do your anti-impression.
Something wrong? Yeah, that's good. Something wrong? The smaller male chuckled as Dark blushed hard and clutched his phone in an iron grip out of reflex. He panted lightly, trying to regain his cool. Please, if you could, not. Wait, that's how Mark would say it. More boring. I would appreciate it if you refrained from touching my person in that manner.
Is that your Darkiplier impression?
Anti couldn't resist a challenge, so he faced him fully. Dark was aware of his motivation, but being stubborn ass, he played into his game, resisting the urge to pin him down.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you had a no touching rule. Or does that have to apply into the dead of night? Having a hard one.
British accent. No one is from Britain.
You did like growling. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Well, I can't tell what's worth stash
What was
and
he
what's
getting-
not.
What was he getting at? However, we both know you broke that rule. I can't be British. Don't blow the reed. Can you let anyone know how much of a bitch you are when you moan? Dark's eyes widened at the taunt. How could he have known that? Anti walked closer and pulled on his tie, bringing his face closer, a smirk never leaving his face. I'd be better. He leaned closer, voice lowering as Dark groaned unconsciously, grinding forward. Yeah. Will, it's your turn. It's Anti, by the way.
His blue eyes. Oh, that one. If ye had me help, ye'd moan out my name. Right here, Dark. Ye can do what you want unless you're not man enough to take me on. His blue eyes clouded over with passionate lust, challenging him to make a move. Dark played into it, losing, but because he knew how big he was, I mean, we have Mark's build, so I can assure you, everyone here, that yes, he is 10 inches. I'm 12 inches. I have the better genes. Just saying, and if you, lovely, 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 lovely ladies, or whatever pronouns you go by, I don't judge, wanna hook up later, I meet out in 5 minutes, I'll be sure to bring the right. He was much bigger than the smaller male, so despite being weak, he was determined to make out a deep chuckle. Oh, we'll see about that. Anti yelped as Dark brushed him up against the wall, smirking himself in the gasp left in the slimmer male's lips when he pinned his arms above his head. Anti blushed hard, but it kept up with his wits, and he met the gaze of the stern, stricken man in front of him. He had got the last word in. Like always, he always does that, and thrusted him hard. He bit his lip. Dark groaned. You really think you get and be droll? Hey. How humorous, although I must ask, do you want to be as bad as I want you to? Dark whispered against his ear. No, I must try to breath at this point. I would never. Shut up! I think to real question, why haven't you kissed me, Daddy? Dark was taken aback, wide-eyed and stupor before his eyes, now clouded with a lust. Shut up! Before his eyes, now clouded with lust, I might add, went half-witted and gazed over. He licked his pale, so very, very pale lips. I'm sorry, but he's... Shut up! Like a fucking ghost, I mean, seriously, man. Right? He licked his ghost-like lips and chuckled deeply, tilting Anti's chin up. His question answered. Them both leaned in tediously, slowly, a few inches away from each other, breath intertwining as Dark gave him a gentle but firm keep.
Okay. Just then the door slammed open, shaking as the nearby walls in no force. A not too happy Dark was glaring daggers into the man sitting at the desk, his aura dark and intimidating as his eyes flushed a deep, dangerous red. His voice boomed and echoed, making the man at the computer flinch in surprise. Would you like to be Dark? You could get to scream Wilford. There's your line. Right there.
Wilford! What computer? I have Google Docs.
Go ahead.
I have Google Docs on my phone. I think you can hide this shit from me. Wharfstache said nothing and pursued his lips and faced forward and nothing in particular. He gave a best wide warning winning smile. Oops. Well, that's all for now. Thank you so much indulging me on your little story. See ya! With a Betty bowed, fiddled with his suspenders, and snapped his fingers. He disappeared in a pink poof of smoke cloud. And like that, he was gone. Okay. I'm done.
Wait, I think there's one more
There's
paragraph.
one more.
And then he was going, yep, Dark now calming down, but still obviously irritated, rubbing his temples, and walked over to his laptop, sitting down with a slump and proceeded to delete the smut that occupied his screen. He grumbled to himself through gritted teeth. I swear every day he comes up with new and ridiculous ways to ruin my life. Glaring at his screen as he finished discarding the file and scanning over any fan art Wilford may have collected. After the incident had occurred, Dark could swear he heard faint giggles coming from Mark whenever he made his presence known, and each and every time he swore to himself that Wilford was going to have a few broken teeth with a black eye to go with it. Did you enjoy it?
No.